The 70s were one of the best decades for rock music. It was experimental, wild, chaotic, and pushing boundaries like never before. Some of the greatest bands in history either started out in the 70s or made it big there. Society opened up more and more, and a new sexually free generation was growing up, running wild on hard rock and psychedelics. And it's this decade that produced some of the most iconic songs ever made within rock and roll.
Get your motor running, looking for adventure. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Heavy metal thunder, born to be wild.
All Right Now by Free is not only one of the greatest songs ever made, but it's also a song that, to me, perfectly defines the state of rock music in the early 70s.
I said, hey, what is this, baby? I said, hey, what's your name, baby? All right now, baby, it's all right now.
The genre was still new, not even 20 years old, and the possibilities seemed endless. I mean, you had one great band or musician follow the next, one legendary guitarist after the other. Van Halen, Aerosmith, Kiss, Free, Lynyrd Skynyrd, and hundreds more. They all defined the decade and changed rock music forever.
There's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in this town. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Won't you be around?
It's here where Free crashes into the scene with their album Fire and Water, which had the legendary classic All Right Now on it. But the whole album is amazing, and I think it's crazy that the band often has the reputation of being a one-hit wonder band. They had some seriously amazing bangers, not to mention the fact that they sold over 20 million records and headlined some of the most insane concerts in music history. Such as the legendary 1970 Isle of Wight festival. You know, the same festival that had performances from Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, Bob Dylan, T-Rex, The Doors, and many more. Basically, a completely mind-blowing experience, especially if your mind was on acid and weed at the time.
All I need is a friend when I'm afraid in the night. Someone to squeeze me and tell me it's alright. I will love you till the very end. Ow! Alright. I took her home to my place. Are you trying to put me in shape? Alright now, baby, it's alright. I said a young man ain't got nothing in the world these days. And a young man ain't got nothing in the world these days. I said, ain't got nothing. These days, bang, 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 bang.
What I love so much about All Right Now is just how smooth the song is. To me, it defines everything about early hard rock. It's catchy and has a rhythm and flow that burns itself into your head. Once you listen to the song, it keeps living rent-free in your mind for a long time. There are no solos that go on for way too long or unnecessary parts that hurt the flow of the music.
I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Now don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Baby, it's all right now. I took her home to my place. I said, slow, baby, don't go so fast. She said, love, load above.
This is rock music in its purest form, and you can also clearly see just how much the song and this band inspired later rock bands and musicians, and the genre in general. To me, it's just as important as songs like Fortunate Son or Spirit in the Sky in defining the sound of the decade.
The going is slow. There could be a North Vietnamese regiment hiding a few yards away and no one would see it. Nobody talks, so you start thinking. He's scared. Scared from the moment he gets out of the chopper to the moment it picks him up. Scared that someday he's going to get killed picking up a wounded buddy.
Where the sun refused to shine, yeah. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty. You'll be dead before your time is due. See my daddy in bed anytime. We gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you.
The United States ain't doing nothing for us, man. We busted our ass, we went over there to an army to kill, and 99% of us got killed, and we didn't get nothing for it. They give us a piece of paper that says to us, we're a Vietnam veteran, and we can get disability, and we can get this, and we can get a job, and we ain't got nothing. We gotta get our welfare. You understand?
Free actually had a bunch of songs that were really good, and their songs as well as the band are extremely underrated in my opinion. They had a sound that was basically one of the first true hard rock sounds, and they just defined the classic idea of a rock and roll band. Free wasn't flashy, they didn't have costumes, they didn't need gimmicks. Everything they did was stripped to the bone. It was real and true music that came from the soul, and honestly, it doesn't even feel that outdated if you listen to it today. I mean, nowadays we've got bands bands such as Måneskin or Dirty Honey, who were clearly strongly inspired by Free. They sold so many records, were really big in the early 70s, and had such a big impact, and yet, as time went on, their music declined in popularity and they slowly disappeared. Even today, most people know their biggest hits, but they probably can't even say what the band is called. They are considered pioneers of hard rock, and especially British hard rock, and you can clearly hear how their music was different, more creative and fun from a lot of the other stuff that was around at the time. It feels like a lot of musicians back then were almost trying too hard to stand out or create something trippy. Free never did that. In fact, they were actually pretty down to earth, and their music just makes you want to bang your head and chill at the same time. That's how it is for me, at least. Like, on one hand it's pure rock that goes hard, but on the other hand you could also easily relax and chill to it. And when I say relax, I mean in the 70s way, if you catch my drift. All Right Now will forever be one of the greatest songs ever made, and Free one of the most legendary rock and roll bands in music history. This is rock without any filters. It's pure, perfect, and rolls with hardcore intensity like you've never felt in your life.
She's got so much love, and she saves it all for me. So Mr. Big, you better watch out for you. Mr. Big, no time to fool, baby. Opportunity, baby, never knocks twice. 'Cause I'll be sleeping, baby. Take off